You know what I'm saying? And like, remember, his vice president was running on gun control.
Another moment there. I mean, like, we we not we, but America as a whole is like branding Trump as a king, right? A
Yeah,
guy who's trying to grab. But the thing was is that that guy was elected,
he was
right?
elected.
And okay, then there's a process, right? What's
Mhm.
the process by which a nominee gets the nomination from their party? So Trump had to fight to become nominated for. It was a landslide, obviously, within the Republican Party. They
Yeah.
nominated him like hands down. Okay, yeah, but he had to go through the process. He had to be nominated. He couldn't run for president for that party without that party's proper nomination.
Hmm.
Same thing goes with the other side. I mean, like, Biden was running because it is the prerogative. It's considered basically the sitting president who can run again doesn't have to be nominated.
Hmm.
Okay, I guess theoretically they could nominate somebody else theoretically,
Hmm.
but generally speaking, the sitting president who can run again gets the nomination automatically.
Hmm.
Okay, if it's not going to be the sitting president who runs, they must be nominated,
Hmm.
right? Somehow the Democratic side of things bypass that process to have Harris run. She was not nominated.
She wasn't nominated.
Basically, he was running already. He was running, and in the moment they said he's not fit to run. Let's replace him with her. That's what happened.
Yeah.
How's that? I mean, like, how is that even? That's not legal. That's not proper. I mean, like,
But remember, we were actually living in a
yeah,
fascist government during that time.
like,
They were just doing
yeah,
whatever.
that was the current president appointing his successor.
Right.
Now, obviously, a current president can appoint his successor by endorsing them. He can, like,
Right.
Biden could have said, "I want her to run. Vote for
He never
let's."
did that.
He didn't. She didn't get the nomination. She
Right.
automatically took it.
Hmm.
Right? She was not nominated to run for president by her party.
Right.
It's crazy how that happened, right? But it's an emergency situation. I mean, like, how how far gone was he that they had to make that move,
I'm telling you.
Bad. If it's
Huh?
unprecedented, it had to be bad.
right?
It was very bad. I mean, remember he boo booed on himself at one point in time.
Wow,
He fell upstairs. He was falling down.
dang,
It was bad. Remember when he tried to when he debated Trump? That was
yeah, that was
horrible.
horrible. That was embarrassing. You felt. I mean, like, no matter how you felt about him, you felt for the guy in that moment.
You
It's
felt
like
like, huh?
nobody say what you want about him, but he did serve his country for a long, long, long time, right?
He
And
did.
for the most part, to the best of his ability. And you know, nobody wants to see a leader go out like that.
Man, he went out bad. Like, cause I mean, honestly, where I saw it going kind of wrong, because I was like, I can't believe people let this happen. That man came on the Breakfast Club, one of the biggest platforms of our culture, and told us that we not black if we don't vote for him. I thought that was crazy. I thought that was wild. I couldn't believe that man said that. But Trump is racist. You know what I'm saying? Like, Trump is racist, and he said that. And he said that in front of black people. Like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't say nothing.
Wait, but didn't Obama
Like,
say the same thing regarding voting for Harris?
he said the same thing. I was like, wait a minute, no. Like, I'm not like, calm down right now.
See,
Like,
that's the
don't ever try to pull a race card on me over voting.
see, and that's the thing, though. I mean, like, it doesn't matter what race a person is, whether they're your race or not. You vote for the one you think's going to do the best job. It shouldn't be voting just because they look like you.
No,
It's
like, really, it opened up the gate for me to really investigate what the Democratic Party was. And really, this is actually, like, they don't like to talk about it, but it is the party of racism. It was started by the Ku Klux Klan. When you look at the beginning of the Democratic Party, they have pictures of it. I'm not making this up. It was started by Klans members. They was walking down where's the street in front of the White House? In Klans row promoted the Democratic Party.
And you know,
And then just because it's black people a part of it, you're just telling me that it's not still a racist organization?
yeah, and that's what's really weird about things. I mean, like, you know, the part, the names are holdovers from a long time ago, right?
Uh,
The parties of today don't resemble the parties as they originally were in many ways, right?
right,
But the president known for freeing the slaves, right? Lincoln was Republican.
right.
It's the weirdest thing, right? So I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, does this two party system really work?
It does not work. I think what has happened, and like I'm really starting to really believe this, and it's really I think it's like how I was just saying it. The people from my community do not value education, so a lot of them are misinformed.
Mm,
So they take the misinformation and take it as truth. You know what I'm saying? And like once you take it as truth, an echo chamber starts.
yeah,
Because I'm telling you, I can if I would have went to the Texas Soul was Saturday.
yeah, yeah.
If I would have went to the Texas Soul with a Make America Great Again hat, you know what kind of hell I would have had?
Yes, yes.
And you just think about this. We all live in America. Why wouldn't we want to make America great
Oh my
again?
God, I saw something weird. Okay, and that's true. I mean, what's wrong? I mean, when did it suddenly become un-American to be patriotic? Any thought of America first, suddenly I mean, it's everybody sees this as like some form of like racial dog whistle. Like to put America first suddenly means white people for some reason. And yeah, there are probably a fair number of bigoted people who believe in America first
Mm.
because, and that's a weird thing to say, but a lot, I mean, like, you know, it's not, they're not, see, like a patriotic person isn't necessarily racist. But for the most part, racist people are pretty patriotic.
Yeah,
Okay,
I get
right?
it.
Right, because they're Americans. Okay, okay,
Right.
okay. Obviously, a racist person in a different country will not be a patriotic American, right? But
Mm.
anybody racist in America is probably pretty patriotic, okay? Because they're American and they're
Right.
extreme, right? So they're going to be patriotic. But like, you know, putting America first, I mean, like pulling us out of other countries' business to take care of our own business, right? Or putting our agenda and needs ahead of other countries. Since when was that bad? Since when was taking care of American citizens before we took care of people here illegally? When was that bad? Right?
What
It's
was that
weird.
bad?
And I saw this thing where so there's a push to try to save the Democratic Party. They're making Make America Great Again hats in blue.
They should.
Right? To this thought. Let's have them embrace the slogan, but let's make the hat blue so it comes from a different angle. It's weird. It's all like branding now, right?
It's all because at the end of the day, they can't remember you lost to Trump, and you
Hmm.
can't take away the fact that he just marketed it better.
Yeah,
That's
he did.
it. He marketed it better. You like the way they tried to like the Biden thing. I like. I don't even like to talk about that one. But the way they put Kamala out there, that was whack. They
Yeah.
thought that they were just going to, oh, you if you don't vote for her, you're not black. Oh, if you don't vote for her, you're a bigot. Oh, if you vote for her, if you don't vote for her, you're anti-woman. If you don't vote for her, you're racist.
Yeah, dude,
Like
and
they tried to do too much. They tried to shame us into
yeah, they
voting.
try to shame you to vote. And see here's what's nuts. This is what's really, really crazy. The Trump machine understands Americans.
Yeah,
They understand average people. Okay? Is he an average dude? He has way more money than the average person. Yeah. He
yeah,
has way more education than the average person. People
yeah.
always make fun of him for being dumb. He ain't dumb. I mean, like, you know,
That
the
ain't no
dude,
dumb
the
guy.
dude won the presidency twice. Okay,
Yeah,
the guy, regardless of how you look at his business acumen, the guy's become a billionaire. Okay,
yeah,
I mean, the guy's far from dumb. Okay,
right.
is he narcissistic? Maybe, right? But he's not dumb. Okay, does he make a good show of looking like a kind of buffoon? Yeah, kind of, but he's not. It's a persona. He's not dumb.
No, 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 no. And
Okay.
actually, you know. Even him doing these memes and making AI is very hilarious.
It's very
But
hilarious, but it's very American. He
it's
feels like a
like
guy next door. I mean, like he reminds me of somebody I would know who would do that.
yeah, because and honestly, like I guess like that is kind of like a theme for me this weekend. Is just stand up for yourself. Don't just let it happen.
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
standing
like
up for himself. These people out here making all types of memes and have all types of posters in front of the White House, and it's like, you think I'm just about to let this slide? Huh? You know, that's how I felt about it. I'm like, okay, like Trump ain't letting it slide.
yep,
You
he's
got his
posting
protest, he got his.
he's posting the memes. Yeah, so that's the thing. So he's more in connection with the rest with the real America,
Right,
right? They're more in connection with this fringe group of like this minor fringe of people that don't have the vote, right?
right.
Trump's connecting with the majority of people. I mean, he feels it's weird that he's how can this guy who has really very little in common with them connect with them so well,
I
right?
mean, because he marketed himself,
And
man.
he knows them.
It's
He knows the people. And what's
he
crazy
marketed
is
himself.
that
He marketed to the right people too.
yes, he knows who to market to. It's like I always tell everybody, right? There's a certain percentage of people who don't matter. It sounds really, really callous to say it, but if it's not enough to win, like if
Liability.
marketing to this group will let you win, why try to convince this group that you don't need? Right?
Yeah.
Get the votes you need, win, right? And this group here that you didn't need is going to be very vocal and pissy, but right. But here's the thing about the Democratic side of things, right? They see Trump comes down and acts out at the average American level, right? Rather than telling them what they need to do, he does what they want him to do. Right? He, like I said, for like our digital content, give the people what they want, and you will be
Give the people what they
successful.
want and focus on what the people want.
Yeah, focus on what they want. Find out
If
what
they
they want
want
and give it
that,
to them. That's
right.
how you get them to that in digital marketing, everything. That's how you find success. Don't. It's like the progressive side of things thinks we're all idiots, and we need to be told what to do. It's like, oh, they look at Americans like we're not smart enough to make the right decisions, so they got to tell us how to think. Right?
Right.
And that never comes off well.
Never.
Do you want to be told, oh, like, and we're going to hit on a couple like glaring things we keep talking about too much. It's like, do we want to be told uh, the realities of gender? And I mean,
No.
no. It's like
And
just leave us.
a lot of that's made up.
Yeah. Do we want to be
What?
told about, I mean, like, do you want somebody telling you that if you don't want to vote for this person, then you're not whatever enough, you're not black enough, you're not. No, you don't want to be told that. It's like, do you want to be told, oh, this is good for you, you have to vote for this? Why? No, it's like, let us
Honestly,
make up
like
our own.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Besides the protests and the constant people hating on Trump, I like everything better this way because I'm telling you, like last year was horrible. Last year was
Mm,
bad. Like man, Joy Reid, I used to hate listening. I used to hate when people would react to what she said because that's the only reason I didn't watch Joy Reid. I would just watch what people would say because I'll be like, this lady really has a show, and like they letting her say this type of stuff. Are you serious? Man, it was crazy. It was like the View. The View has gotten very quiet these days.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like last year, it was like, whoa. It was a lot of stuff going on that was wild. It was wild last year.
Dude, it's like
I
the
I
thought
prefer
police,
Trump over I prefer Trump over last year.
Yeah, we were being pulling me like, you couldn't say things out loud. I mean, like, it's crazy how things have gotten out of hand.
They would say that it was misinformation, and where it was like you can have your thought on certain
Yeah,
things. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I had my thoughts on a lot of things, and I had to just let me just be quiet
yeah.
because you know what I'm saying. I'm not about to get in this argument with people and be in the echo chamber. I'm not going to argue against the echo chamber.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, but it's crazy when the government is back in the echo chamber. You know what I'm saying? As if it's true, because like we can go down the line on a lot of things where either the government lied or the government was wrong. You know what I'm saying? We can go down the complete line. Like the government is not perfect, and I understand it. But at the end of the day, like even despite how bad it was last year, I wouldn't want to live nowhere else.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, look into Nigeria, they persecuting Christians right now. It's all types of random stuff going on.
dude. I saw something yesterday. I haven't seen it in a while. Remember when the creators of South Park did their 25th anniversary concert? Did you guys ever see that?
Uh-uh.
So if you got Prime, you have Amazon Prime, South Park is exclusively on there now, right?
Yeah,
They're on Paramount,
on Paramount
technically.
Plus. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Which is part of Prime includes that.
yeah.
So look up
Yeah.
if you have Paramount Plus, look up South Park 25th anniversary concert. So the creators of South Park did a live concert. Over the course of 3 or 4 days, they sold tickets. Right? So it was in the Red Rocks Amphitheater, and they sold that thing out for like 3 or 4 days straight. And they recorded one evening to to broadcast as a special, right? And we look at these guys right now. They're roasting the crap out of Trump, right?
Roasting them.
They're
I don't know if
roasting
you
him.
saw the last episode.
They're really roasting him. But the funny part, I mean, like, yeah, it's some crazy roasting, but it's for fun. I mean, they're joking with the guy, they're messing with him, right? But they're really painting him. They're not really going after his politics. They're going after him as a character,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, like, hey, I ain't gonna front. I actually like the character. I just like the character style. It actually makes me laugh every time I see it.
Dude,
Because the way they have his facial expressions
it's
is
perfect.
it's perfect.
Yes.
It's so funny to me.
It is so funny. The way they have Trump is hilarious. I love the way, I mean, like, I actually like the character in South Park. I mean, I'm enjoying him. I'm enjoying him as a character in South Park, right?
I'm enjoying it, but it's just because you know what, like it was crazy. Like, and the funny thing about it, it seemed like my son's head was down or he had his headphones on each and every time it happened. When they kept showing his penis, because my girlfriend caught it, she was like I think he went to go to the abortion clinic and he
Yeah.
sat on the little table
And he spread his legs up.
What? She was like, "Why is it out like that?"
And his
I
butt,
was like,
you can see his butthole. I'm like, what the hell?
like it was like, oh my god, they're doing way too much right now. And I'm telling you, it was just like on cue. My son was just not paying attention every time they said this.
Oh, I was
Like
dying.
because like this episode, it was about the whole 6-7 thing, right?
Yeah.
My son had just came to us the day before and was like, "Have y'all heard of 6-7?" We're like, "What
that
are you
annoys me.
talking about?" Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just funny that my son is going through this. I'm like, I cannot believe he's going through kid trends right now. So like he telling us about it, and we're like, what is this BS?
And then
And
all of
they
a sudden,
did it in South Park.
In South Park, yeah, dude. South Park's incredible because I told you that before. They make this thing the week before.
It seemed like it.
Yeah, dude. It's so perfect. It's so prescient. So okay. So what's hilarious about the reason why I bring it up is because we know that they're going hard after Trump. See, the thing is, they go after everybody. And and whenever they go after, I mean, they don't pull any punches, right? They just, I mean, they go with whatever is out there at the time,
Right.
Okay. It does not mean they're un-American.
No.
Okay. They're not trying to they're not calling for his resignation. Right? I mean, they're just poking fun at the guy because he's a target of opportunity.
He's a targeted opportunity.
So I was watching their 25th anniversary special. Right, and they did this. So they had you guys have heard of Rush, right? The band Rush.
Yeah.
Right. So Rush is a like legendary, like progressive rock band. I mean, they do some weird ass shit. They do like alien type. So they have a couple bands up there. They had Primus. Primus is the band that did their stuff. So they had Primus. Those guys are experimental.
They're friends.
Yeah, they're friends. They're close, right? They had Primus. They had a group called Ween. Ween's weird. Ween does some really weird ass, like talking to the mollusks type shit. So there's Ween, and then they had the Rush. 2 members of Rush came on, right? Because these guys are wildly successful, so of course they can have all their idols come on, right? So these guys were like theater majors or whatever at the University of Colorado when they met in the 20s. And they so they play all these instruments. So they did a concert, right? So they did the concert was all the music because South Park is full of these crazy ass songs.
Yeah.
Right. So they did basically all the big songs from South Park. in this
Mhm.
this concert, right? And then their big finish, their big like show-stopping finish was the theme song from Team America.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
dude, that's the best song ever. Like, you know how it goes? It goes, America,
Mm.
fuck yeah, dude. And then
Yeah.
the lyrics is like basically, you suck my dick and lick on my ball. I mean, like this. It's. I'm looking at that song, right, and that's, to me, that's like. I mean, if he could do it, Trump would play that song at his rally.
He probably
He
would.
would. I mean,
It
like,
would, and
dude,
the crowd would go
dude,
wild.
I was going wild. I mean, that song. I mean, it's crazy how it's a parody, but it's like and they talked. And the funny thing is, then when they introduced that song, they were saying, like, South Park could have only happened in America. You
You could
could not
only
have
have an
created that
American.
show in any other country. Nowhere would gives you the freedom to do that kind of shit except for here, right?
I think, like, and the thing about it, I think probably Trump probably watch it and think it's funny.
I'm pretty sure he did. I mean, I'm pretty he's giggling at it, right?
And I'm telling you, if he would see his face, besides, I'm telling you, the only
The
thing
face, dude,
is
the face.
the penis part is just that's what's wild. That is the only thing that's wild. But the facial expressions, the
It's
way
perfect.
he talked,
It is.
it's
It is perfect. It is perfect.
it's perfect. I smile every time I see it
Me
because
too.
it's like it's funny. It's too funny.
But what cracks me up though is when he's walking the hallways and there's all those portraits of him with his pants down.
Yeah, like it's just, man, that's why it's just so random.
It is
This
random.
week, this week it made more sense
Yeah.
why they kept
Well,
showing his
the
penis.
storyline actually, I mean, like, and JD Vance is playing a much bigger role than you thought he was.
Oh yeah,
JD
like
Vance is
this
like
week
this
he was talking a
Machiavellian
lot.
guy behind the scenes making everything happen, right?
Right.
He's not freaking Tattoo from Fantasy. I mean, he's way more than that. I mean, like, but it's
Right.
freaking crazy. I mean, like, but so I can just see Trump. I mean, like, that song from Team America is like incredibly American. I mean, like, it's a parody, but now it's playing as patriot. I mean, like, it's how America. It's that America. Fuck yeah, is kind of like a Toby Keith song. If you don't remember Toby Keith, Toby Keith is a country singer who does a whole bunch of jingoistic type songs. So, I mean,
Honestly, Amon, I think they freestyle that. That's not
originally,
nothing. I think
originally,
they
yes,
just like. I think they just get inside the booth and
yeah,
coming through to say the motherfucking thing. Yeah, like that. It is like that is the only way they could have made
dude.
that
But
song.
you've got to watch the concert version because they start naming off things like Branson McDonald's, fuck yeah. They start naming Starbucks, fuck yeah. It's awesome. It's the most incredible thing you've ever seen. And the way that they played it at the concert, they were playing it seriously as an American patriotism song.
Yeah,
They weren't. It was no longer a parody. They were really playing it as like they're proud of the be. I mean, like,
I can see the whole crowd. Like,
and the crowd was just going. They seem like they're freaking banging their heads. I mean, it's nuts. And I mean, like, think about it. These guys are I mean, but the thing is, they're roasting Trump, but at the same time, you got to realize they roast everybody. Nobody's safe.
I mean, I like because they tried to bring it up. It's only because the quartering did it, and I kind of agree with them. They took out the one with Muhammad.
I don't even remember that one.
No, they made it, and I think Paramount made them scrap it.
I don't even remember. Did they ever play it?
No, they never played it. They were supposed to release one of where they talked about Muhammad, and they had to scrap it because you know what? At first, like how Jeremy with the quartering does it. He making like, so you can make fun of Jesus, but you can't make fun of Muhammad. And I now when I think about it, it's because Muslims can't take a joke.
Yeah, dude. And I mean, there's a reason why you can't do. I mean, like, doing. I mean, so I mean, and that brings you down to practicality, right?
Right.
I mean, yeah, you can make fun of. The reason you can make fun of Jesus is because no Christian's gonna bomb your building.
Christian, yeah, we're not gonna do none of that.
Think about it. I mean,
Honestly,
like,
and
remember
like
what
honestly, this week how he portrayed Jesus, that was actually kind of funny.
Jesus
I thought
is
that was
giving in now.
hilarious.
Dude, but what's crazy? I mean, think about it, man. Remember, okay, what's the last place that published a picture of Muhammad?
There are no pictures of Muhammad.
Well, no, there's no, of course, no pictures, but you're not even supposed to do representations of him. You can't draw him.
Yeah,
right?
you're not supposed to draw him or anything.
Where's the last place that did it? Some place did do it.
Who?
You don't remember that?
No.
What was it called? Charlie Hesba, whatever it was. It was a French paper or a French magazine. See, the
Uh,
reason why Paramount won't let them do it, well, nobody should do it, is because Charlie Hebdo. Look it up,
uh,
Quentin. Charlie Hebdo is what it's called. Okay, they published it in the thing, and what happened? Their headquarters got attacked.
really?
Yeah, look it up, Quentin. Charlie Hebdo, I think it's called. Happened a couple of years back.
Yeah, I think I heard about that. Something like
Okay,
that.
that's what happens when you do that, right?
Mm.
You don't want to mess with that. I mean, like, like if South Park did it now, right? They would attack. They'd probably try to get the two guys who created it, and they'd probably go after their parent company, right? Paramount would have issues, right?
Paramount will have issues.
So I mean, it's not something you find it, Quentin.
I got a video.
Wait, so but just give us a rundown. How many folks died, and what was it? Was it a bombing? What was it?
Charlie Hebdo is a French satirical weekly magazine founded by Francis Cavana and
Just give us some numbers. How many people died, and how do they do it?
has been the target of three terrorist attacks: 2011, 2015, 2020.
But what
All
was
of
the one right after
them.
the Muhammad thing?
I'm looking for that. I
That's
saw.
one.
I
That's one
had
we
a
killed,
video.
right?
I had a video of that, but it just had a video. It didn't have words.
Well,
Um,
there's got to be a news article or a Wikipedia about the Muhammad killings. Hold on, let me get this going here.
killing 12 people.
How's it spelled? Charlie Hebdo? Is it spelled
H
Charlie?
E B
Wait,
D O.
is it Charlie?
Yeah.
Charlie Hebdo.
Uh-huh.
Hebdo Muhammad. Okay, there it is. Charlie Hebdo Muhammad. Okay, here we go. There it is. Wikipedia. So I'm sharing this so you guys can see it, right? And there's what got him. Oh, wow. They have this on the Wikipedia site. Okay. Issue number 1011. 2011. Several attacks against Charlie Hebdo, including arson attacks at its headquarters, were motivated by the issue's cover. Caricature Muhammad, who's the... See, they're not... See, this is one thing that Islam doesn't allow. It doesn't allow depictions of him. That's a depiction of Muhammad, right? I mean, this could have been any Islamic person, but they...
It could have been any.
But he's saying who he is in the bubble, right? Okay, so they released it. Okay. See, actually, it says 100 lashes if you do not die laughing. Bad move. Okay. There it is. November 1st, 2011. It's arson. So their offices were burned down with a Molotov cocktail. Everything was destroyed. Okay. Let's see. Then the cartoonist was placed under police protection. Threats on their Facebook page. 2015 terrorist attack. 2 Islamic terrorists stormed the Charlie Hebdo offices and shot and killed 12 people.
Wow. All over.
Afterwards, the terrorists reportedly declared, "We have avenged the Prophet Muhammad. We have killed Charlie Hebdo." Among the victims were cartoonists, the cartoonists who did it.
Whoa, wow.
Yeah, see, you don't mess with that. Because you don't, I mean, like, dude, it's like 4 years later. Some guys came, so they burned the place down, hacked the website, and then 4 years later, some dudes roll into the office when you thought it was all over and killed 12 people. So you just don't do that. So,
And that was targeted. They really wanted to get the cartoonists.
yeah. See, I'm telling you, man, like, Paramount is more than justified for squashing that, because you can mess with Trump, you can mess with Tom Cruise, right? You can mess with anything you want, right? Like Tom Cruise was pissed about his appearance in South Park because Tom Cruise's character,
Tom Cruise ain't gonna send people.
Yeah, because Tom Cruise, the most he can do is run for. I mean, like in the episode, if you don't remember, Tom Cruise was there for some reason. He was hiding in the closet, and they kept telling him, "Tom Cruise, get out! Come out of the closet! You can come out of the closet now, Tom." They kept saying that, right, as if he was gay,
Oh,
right?
was that the episode? Did R. Kelly come and get him out the closet or something like
Was
that?
that who did? I don't
I think it
remember.
was. It was something like that. I know they had a R. Kelly episode where somebody kept running in the closet. So yeah,
So
it had to be.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
that had to
you
be.
can piss anybody off you want. You can't piss them off
Yeah, I
because
get it. And like at the end of the day, it's just like we can talk about Islam another day.
yeah,
But it just kind of shows you like kind of the root of their religion.
they got
You know what I'm saying? Like people be like, "Well, why do they feel so comfortable about doing it with Christianity? Because we can take a joke."
yeah.
You know what I'm
Those
saying?
folks those
Like
folks have no chill.
they have no chill, and there's nothing in the Bible that says like if somebody makes a joke about God to
Yeah,
kill them. They actually have that in their books.
yeah.
You know, they have that in there. That's a part of their religion. Like you just don't do that,
And what's
and
nuts is it's not God, it's a prophet,
it's the prophet exactly.
right?
So it's just like, and,
So
and Jesus tells you, give them the other cheek if they hit you.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Forgive those who trespass against you.
So I mean,
Muhammad
so
is totally different.
it makes sense that Paramount would talk them out of that idea. And and those two guys, you got to realize, when they were confronted with that thought, it's like, dude, it could be 5 years from now, it could be 10 years from now, and they can come at us for this, right? Because look, they waited 4 years for their Charlie Hebdo thing to do it, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't like there's a governing body of Muslim clerics ordering this stuff around. These are just random
Lone
reactionist
wolves.
Muslim people who are taking on themselves to do this,
Yeah. You'll never know who
right?
did it. It's
Yeah,
lone wolves who did it.
and they don't even know who did it, right?
Right.
They wasn't organized. It's like a random group said let's do this. So yeah, it makes sense that they would not mess with that, and it's a good idea not to mess with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good, and that's just bad. It's bad for
Yeah.
business. And so I
Yeah.
mean, the South Park guys, I mean, they're reasonable people. I think they're, and the thing is, they're. I don't necessarily know if they hate Trump or not, or how they feel about his politics, but he's just another target to them.
Yeah.
Right?
Trump can get it too.
They're not going after him with incredible amount of malice. I mean, like they're joking about it. I mean, it's a gag. Like when they had him in the desert and he had that what's it called,
Yeah.
organic. What's it called? They said it was
Whatever.
something was fake.
Yeah. His wiener.
It was hilarious. I mean, like it was crazy. It was funny,
It was a lot.
right?
Like it was too much for TV. That's why it's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, that's why
You
it's
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, and I just thank God that like every time I try to watch this show,
Your son,
especially because you don't know what's about to happen next.
yeah,
I'm telling you, my son, it's like clockwork. My son will either go somewhere, he'll go in the room while I'm watching it. He's not catching the too intense scenes because, like I'm telling you, my girlfriend was like, "Why are we seeing his junk like that? That is crazy." And why is he sitting in that seat like that? Because I was like, I don't know. Like, I really
Well,
don't.
okay.
Like,
Remember, why is it sit? Okay, so it's a bit of because like so it's okay. So Quentin, he's in an abortion clinic, right? And so the funny thing is, he's trying to get his life partner. I don't know what to call Satan.
Satan is his girlfriend.
Is his girlfriend? Whatever. I mean, like
Oh,
Satan. So
Satan is, I don't know what to call
Satan's
it. Like,
pregnant.
Satan's
Satan's pregnant with as Fox News. Fox News in the show is calling it the butt baby. Okay, so Satan's pregnant with Donald Trump's butt baby. That's what the basic storyline here is. Okay, and for some reason, Vice President J.D. Vance was driving for Trump to get Satan to have an abortion. Okay, so because basically because this thing will be the antichrist. I mean, like this thing would be the next leader of the world, right?
yeah, and
So
it'll affect his presidency.
yeah, so JD Vance wants his turn at bat. He's next, right? So he wants this. He wants that. So he's been trying to drive Trump towards getting rid of this baby, right?
Right.
And so he points out that there's only one abortion clinic left operating, and it's in D.C. And he's giving Trump all these ideas, right? So Trump goes there to talk to the doctors, right? And he's waiting in line. He's waiting in the waiting room, right? And he gives a fake name, but it's obviously Donald Trump, right?
Yeah.
He gives a fake name. He walks in, and it's an examination room. So Donald Trump walks into the room to talk to the doctor, takes his pants off, and jumps up and puts his legs up in the stirrups to be examined. And so that's why he did it. So he's in a Planned Parenthood examination room. And he's putting his feet up in the stirrups for some damn reason. I mean, this version of Trump finds any reason to take off his pants
He takes off his pants.
because he has a micro penis.
Yeah, and then like he was constantly having sex with. He kept constantly tried to have sex with Satan. It used to be Satan only was in the bed for like the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, reading
Like,
whatever.
Yeah, and it was him coming in there like say
Hey,
it.
Satan. Come on, guy.
Yeah.
The voice.
Oh my
The
god.
face and the voice are perfect. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, and then he's always trying to have, and Satan's like, no, I don't feel like I'm tired. You know, Satan's got this rough voice too. He's not girly. He's like,
Yeah. Satan is like. Well, now I don't know what he is, but he looks like a man, I guess, and he talks like a
but he's
man,
got a butt baby.
but he has a butt baby. Pretty much, Donald Trump's wee wee is so small, and
Yeah.
it's the only one that can fit in Satan's butt.
Yeah, so they were saying that like okay, so it was what's his name, Peter Thiel was saying that when Satan was cast down, God made his anus so small and so tight that he could not get pregnant until Donald Trump came along and it fit,
Yeah.
right? And so now he's pregnant with the Antichrist. And yeah, it's freaking crazy. I mean, okay, I'm just repeating what's on the show. Okay, so this is not something we believe in. And so now he's pregnant, and J.D. Vance is trying to get rid of it because he believes it's going to upset his turn at bat. So the entire time we thought that the J.D. Vance character was some little sidekick throwaway. He is not. He is actually the guy behind the scenes pulling strings to get shit done. J.D. Vance is the evil genius.
Yeah. He was like we thought he was a sidekick because all he would say, the plane, the plane.
Yeah, they made J.D. Vance look like Tattoo from Fantasy Island. Right? And it's freaking hilarious, dude. And J.D. Vance, of course, reacted to his appearance in South Park like, okay, this is happening. I'm on South Park. It's kind of like, and I'm sure he's proud of it because he's the right age demographic to be like, dude, I want South Park.
He watched South Park growing up.
Yeah.
Like,
And
he watched South Park.
He did.
Yeah.
And so he's now there.
Is J.D. Vance like, he's not in his 30s, is he?
Dude, he's younger than me. He's got to be 40-something years old.
He might end up, because you know what?
Wait, Quentin, look him up. J.D. Vance age.
You know what? He might, because lately they've been portraying him as a cool guy. You know,
he's been doing something that no vice president does. He's visible.
He's
41.
been very visible.
How is he?
41.
He's 41 years old. Dude, that's young.
That's very young.
He's
Because he might run after Trump.
see,
And
actually,
he might
Trump.
win.
That's the thing about Trump. I mean, like most presidents don't let their vice presidents do squat. Most vice presidents are entirely invisible. Right?
Yeah. Kamala Harris was invisible for like
Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah. See, Trump delegates this. I mean, like J.D. Vance does memes like him. So they're both out there throwing crap out. They're both doing the sombrero memes.
Yep.
Dude, I live for the sombrero
he was
memes.
just in California with the Marine Corps,
Yep.
which was kind of random, but
He's
hey.
doing stuff. I mean, like he's taking part in everything. Trump lets his extended cast do things. Right?
Yeah.
The funny thing is that look back at all the previous presidents, and there are no notable standout famous cast members. Name me anybody from these previous administrations who like led stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna say led. Everybody, like last year, all we got was what was the I forgot they had like a acronym for it, but Saint Pierre, the lady who was the press secretary, like she got the like during the Biden administration, it seemed like she got most visibility ever. And I
Yeah.
swear to God, it felt like every time they asked her questions, she did not have an answer. Or she like they always deflect to blame it. Like it felt like anytime they asked her a question, it was like, well, January 6th.
Yeah.
Like that was the answer to
Yeah, pretty much.
everything.
And it's like everyone was like this bit player. Like nobody made decisions. Like and that's how it's always been. I mean, almost nobody in previous administrations was a standout. But now look at whether good or bad, Um, his cabinet. I mean, like they are doing stuff independently, right?
Yeah.
Like Kristi Noem, head of ICE, right? What she's actually head of Homeland Security is what she's head of, right?
Yeah.
Dude, she's they call her Ice Barbie.
Shoot, we seen the what is it like the Cash Patel, the director of the FBI? This is the most I've ever seen a director of the
Yeah,
FBI.
and he's
And like I felt
and the
huh?
thing is, he's fucking things up. I mean, he's doing
Yeah.
some. I mean, but the thing is that he's the only independent FBI director out. I mean, like Trump's letting him make his own mistakes. That's what's crazy.
It's crazy, and then he looked crazy because he kind of cross-eyed, and I swear to God, every time he start talking, I don't believe nothing he say.
Like I
I, don't- I
say,
like yo, you need to we need the facts. He giving us alternative facts right
dude.
now.
But the
That's how I
name
look
though,
at it.
Cash
Huh?
Patel. You know, come on, man.
Cash Patel, like that's crazy,
That's crazy,
ain't
right? That's an awesome name, right? Cash Patel.
it?
So yeah, Kristi Noem, who's oh, what's her name? The lady who's like she's the first Pacific Islander head of some. What was she? Is she oh, what's her name? She's a colonel. She's a U.S. military colonel. She's from Hawaii.
Hmm.
What's her name again? Quinn, you looking that up?
No, I didn't find
Tulsi
her.
Gabbard. What is she? Her name is
Tulsi.
Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsigabbard. She's the first Islanders. Is she a cabinet member?
United States Director of National Intelligence.
There you go. And she's out there. I mean, like, I mean, are
Yeah.
these folks qualified? I mean, qualified or not, they're doing more stuff in front of. I mean, like, they're doing more initiatives than anybody else is in these positions ever.
Even like man, I never knew who the head of the CDC was
Mm.
until COVID. Now, Robert Kennedy Jr. Like that was
That's
wild.
dude. He's a
Like
COVID denier, isn't he?
yeah, a COVID denier. Like you know what I'm saying? Like and it's wild that he's like over the CDC.
See,
It was
but
like you're not even a doctor.
yeah, and actually, the crazy thing is he's. I mean, he's a. This is what's nuts. The Trump cabinet, all these guys and gals, they're all like fit prime American, right? I mean, like none of these people are out of shape. They
No.
all, I mean, like, you know, it's a body is my temple type of scenario, right? My body, like, what was it? Pete Hesgeth and RFK were doing this fitness challenge. Dude, these are guys in their 50s or 60s, shirtless, doing pull-ups. Dude, they're jacked. Have you seen these
Yeah.
guys? It's
I mean,
nuts.
but you got to even look at. I mean, of course, Trump eats McDonald's, but
Yeah,
he don't smoke or drink. He
yeah,
takes his health a certain type of way, and it's
yeah.
like it's to me like it's admirable to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
I'm
not
really surprised he doesn't drink. I didn't realize that about him until a little while
until he
back.
starts
Yeah,
saying that.
and
And
he's
like,
never drunk.
shoot, I remember when he told Barron that don't smoke or drink, Barron. I was like, whoa, you putting that in this kid's ear. I feel it, Mr.
No,
Trump.
but I can agree with the. Or I mean, like the RFK and I mean they're trying to get. Okay, so they're trying to bring back that thing. The what's it called again? The presidential fitness challenge.
Mhm.
They're trying to bring that back. Okay,
Okay, I
and
don't know about that one.
okay, so I mean, Raymond, you probably never experienced that, but me and Quentin did growing up. I mean, every kid had to attempt to do a certain number of pull-ups, a certain
Oh
number
yeah,
of push-ups, and run a mile within a certain amount of time.
yeah.
Everybody had to attempt it at least, right? You had to
We had
make an
to do the
attempt,
mile.
and I mean, not everyone would pass it. Obviously, I mean, like we had to also climb a freaking rope, right? You had
Yeah,
to climb a rope. You had to do you had to do pull-ups. You had to do push-ups, sit-ups, and run a mile, right?
Mhm.
In a certain, obviously, there are people who are never going to run a mile in 4 minutes. I forget what
Mhm.
the limit was, but there's no way it's going to happen for some people, right? So yes, there will be people who don't pass, but they're trying to get I mean, they're trying to make it so that kids know it's coming to prepare, right? Um, and the controversy now that people are having is that it's making it's embarrassing some kids who can't, right? But the thing is, I mean, like, you know, I guess the way things are now, they're letting them get tremendously unfit. They're allowing it. They're allowing a lack of fitness to happen. A level of fitness below where we've ever been is happening.
Thought that's why we took it out.
What's that?
I thought that was why we took it out because a lot of them didn't pass.
I don't. Well, I think they took it out because it embarrassed them, not because they didn't pass. It embarrassed them. Um, but there's that. I mean, like, it's is it kind of embarrassing? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I was never much of a runner, and I remember, yeah, I couldn't do the mile in the time they wanted. I know that,
And I got them awards somewhere in his house.
right?
I got.
But I'm telling you, like, but they gotta make kids at least try. It's but it's
Right,
funny.
yeah.
So when we were younger, now we're dating ourselves. I look at the kids who we considered fat when I was younger, and there was a time. I mean, I'm not skinny now, but there was a time when I was much younger when I was considered fat. Like, I mean, like really significantly fat, right? I look at pictures of me when I was quote unquote fat, and I'm nowhere near the level of fat that I see now among kids of the same age.
Yeah, I remember
Even
like there was fat kids that I didn't have a fat phase, but I did have a phase where it was like I was just bigger. Like it only came from football because it was
you
like
were
you have to be
husky.
a certain. Not even I wasn't even husky. It was just I had to be a certain weight for football, and it was like I couldn't like I'm not gonna say I couldn't make the weight, but it's like I'm a grown boy. I think I'd rather eat. I don't care about no diet.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's like that's the only time where I was like dealt with weight issues. Other than that, like there was fat kids in my school, like in all of my classes. Rather it was like I think it was only one time where like I had a class where it wasn't no fat kids. It was only 8 people in the class.
Because I remember like when I was in like fourth grade, fifth grade, distinctly. I mean, like there were kids in school that were fat, right?
Yeah.
And I look at those kids that we considered fat back then, and they are not fat by comparison to kids that same age now. And not only are they not fat compared to kids now, there's fewer of them. There's fewer fat kids back in when we were considered, I mean, like out of a group of who knows how many kids. There was such a small percentage of us who were big like that. And
Hmm.
and when you look at these kids that because I actually ran across some old school photos, right? Remember how we used to take big class photos? I'm looking at the fat kids. I'm like, they ain't fat.
Panoramic picture.
They are not fat like I see kids today. I'm like, wow.
Oh man, you see the fat kids riding on the cart in the store. Kids, not
Yeah,
adults. Kids. That's terrible.
yeah.
Oh no, yeah, I still like I primarily see it with Mexican people, where it's like they raise really fat kids, and then sometimes they'll have them in the stroller, and it'll be like, man, if you don't make him walk, like you tripping right now. That's like
Dude,
Tia,
a 5-year-old
Tia,
kid
you
should not be in a
tripping,
stroller.
All you see is
Senora.
arms and legs hanging out.
Yes.
Yeah, I be like,
they,
I be like, Senora, you tripping right
they
now.
look they look like Cartman from that episode in South Park where they all were trying to play video games. Remember, there was an episode where they were playing video games to win something, and they all just got obese because all they
Oh,
did was sit there eating hot pockets.
Yeah.
That's what they
See,
look.
like that's what I'm saying. Like it, I don't like when I do see like fat kids that look like me. I'd be like, it's not like I don't see them as much anymore. But then like you always see them as like I feel like I always see them with women. I don't ever see like well no I ain't gonna say that because I did see this Mexican family like on Saturday and their kid was humongous. I was like, dang, he
How old
big.
would you put?
Ain't no telling how old he was. We was going to Saturday science class. And like I was just
Older
like,
or younger
dang,
than your kid?
had to be older. He
Okay.
wasn't in the same class. Honestly, being at that white school, I don't be seeing no fat kids.
Really?
I ain't seen no fat kids yet.
Dude, know what's crazy? Okay, so I went
Not, I
to
think I've seen most of the kids too.
I went to Costco the other day.
Mhm.
I was in Costco not yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I went to Costco, and there's a few places that you can go in America where you see like a real cross section of Americans, right?
Hmm.
One of them's Costco, one of them's Walmart, right? The other one's Applebee's. Okay, so okay. Oh, so maybe let's scratch Applebee's and go with Golden Corral.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about. Look at Raymond smile.
Yeah,
He knows what I'm talking about.
yeah.
Okay, dude, I couldn't believe how big some of these people. There was a guy yesterday at Costco, and I was impressed. Okay, yeah, he was really big. I mean, he was heavy, but I was impressed that he was ambulant. The dude was moving around. He was walking,
Mm.
right? I mean, like I saw him, right, and he was standing. I'm like, I half expected him to. I mean, he's out in front, right, while the carts are. I was half expecting someone to get one of those little what are they called? Those little scooter things? What are they like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
a rascal? Whenever I was half expecting someone to get one for him, but he was just waiting for his family to come up with a cart, right? And he just started, foot out like how somebody that big has to walk. They kind of throw a foot forward, and he was just started ambling on. I'm like, holy crap,
He was big.
big. I mean, like big enough that it's noticeable. I mean, like whoa. It's like, and he moved. I really thought that he was waiting for somebody to help him walk. I mean, that size, he should have had a cane. And he was not an older person. He must have been like 20s.
But see, that's why he was in his 20s. That don't break down until you get to like your late 30s and stuff like that.
But he was so big. I mean,
Like I'm sorry. Like I mean it. Of course, I'm like a person that people stare because I'm kind of tall. I'm
yeah,
looked
yeah, you're
at,
tall.
but when I see fat people, I'm sorry. It's kind of hard not to stare.
Yeah.